are 3 events in to the 2021 Marble Champions League, and it is anybody's game as we begin event number 4. This is mini golf. Welcome everybody into today's event. I'm Countryball, glad to be here with you for today's event, presented always by Marble Fubeca here as we look inside our grand arena. As always, large gathering of fans supporting their teams, all going for that cup right there in the middle of today's event. And there are the overall standings on your side. It's a two-way tie between Oris 1 and the Steel Brothers at 35 points. Third place is the Snow Wolves. The Vikings are fourth. The Janitors and the Trojans are tied for fifth, after the Janitors were in the lead going into the last event. They failed to make it to the group stage, and so they fall back a little bit. Today's event, mini golf, will be an interesting one. The teams are ready. The fans are ready. Are you ready? This is event number 4 of the 2021 Marble Champions. Welcome to mini golf. We'll see our greens, if you will. Different point variations depending on where you're going to finish here. And of course, some distance will factor in as well. There's the Plinko board style obstacle at the beginning of this course, just out of the starting gate. You make your way down through a couple of funnels and through as you have a look at the groups for today's event. As always in the Marble Champions League, the groups change from event to event. We'll start with Group A today. It's Flush, Lynx Rufus, the Archangels, and Swiftblade, and they are off. And the first one down, there's 4 points. There is 7. Let's see what happens with the last one. The Archangels, they will not score. Lynx Rufus picks up 7 points with a distance of 84. 4 more points as we'll have a look at the replay here. For Flush, they're the 2 to advance. The Archangels and Swiftblade failing to score here. Again, points above all else. You see the first one down were Flush, and they took advantage of it, scoring 4 points, just missing the 2 were Swiftblade. Either way, it would not have been enough, as the 7 points and the 4 from Lynx Rufus and Flush were enough to get them through to the next round. So they're advancing to the first semifinal, and they will take on the 2 advancers from our second group, Group B today. Again, you have a winner of the group stage, and then you also have a transfer spot, able to advance 2 tems. Here's Group B, the Sphery Spiders, the Savage Jackal, the Blue Jackets, and one of our leaders, the Steel Brothers. They are down. We have a 10. We might have another 10. Close to it is the Savage Jackal. They'll fall back. They will not score, but they will advance as the Sphery Spiders pick up 10 points. And the Savage Jackal, by way of distance, are going to advance over the Steel Brothers and the Blue Jackets, who struggled mightily. You can see them all the way back at the initial M at the beginning of the green period. The greens were not kind that time to the Blue Jackets. Let's have a look at the replay and see what happened. The Sphery Spiders had an uninterrupted view of the 10 points. They score it there. The Sphery Spiders didn't quite score, but you can see there, almost had it, but they finished with enough distance to advance into our first semifinal. So the Savage Jackal through, as are the Sphery Spiders, who dominated. And here into Group C, it's the Vikings, one of our leaders, Oris 1, the Trojans, and the Onyx. Strong grouping here. There's 4 points. There's a 10. Let's see what happens at the end. That looks like 7 more. And no score from Onyx, so they will not advance. Neither will Oris 1. The Trojans pick up 7 to advance, and the Vikings, a second straight team to score all 10 points in this group stage, as they go a distance of 135, scoring 10 points and advancing into semifinal B. We'll have another look at it here. You can see everybody kind of slowly made their way down the Plinko board. And again, first one out, uninterrupted view of the longest target, and it was a perfect shot from the Vikings to score those 10 points. The Trojans rolled into a 7, which bests Oris 1's 4. No points for Onyx, so they were an automatic out essentially there as we make our way into our final group. This first portion of each tournament, the group stage, dropping our teams from the 16 that we start with down to 8, and then the 4 into the finale. Group D will have some at the top, some at the bottom. The Janitors, who have an event win and were very strong, drop back to 5th, and then all the way down to Countryball. They're the worst team out there as well, the Snow Wolves and the Speedy Hunters. The Speedy Hunters are close. They will not get enough distance, though, to score. The Janitors and Countryball advancing. The Speedy Hunters and the Snow Wolves will not advance through this group stage, as they will place in toward the bottom of the standings for today's event. Let's have a look, and let's see what Countryball, the tan marble, can do here. Oh man, almost lipped into a 2 and ricocheted right into a 7. And the 8 points scored there from the Janitors. So pretty strong run, and then the other two unable to even score any points whatsoever, let alone trying to advance. Pretty easy win there. An advancement for those two teams, as you have a look now at our full semifinals, A and B. And the other 8 teams that do not advance from the group stage, so they fall into that bottom tier as we move into the first semifinal. Savage, Jackals, Fury, Spiders, Lynx, Rufus, and Flush. Let's see who will advance into the finale. There's a 7. There's another 7. Do we get more points? No, the Savage, Jackal, and the Fury, Spiders cannot score. Lynx, Rufus, and Flush advancing. And you can see here, as you look at the replay, they had a chance. The two that were unable to score had their opportunity. There's an easy 7 and another easy 7, but right there, if it was a little bit stronger, the Savage Jackal had a chance. Even on a ricochet, potentially maybe 8 points could have gone for the Fury Spiders, so they had an opportunity as well, but neither could score, and so they automatically unable to advance here, which means that our first half of the finale is set. You see it on the big board. As we get ready for semifinal B. And here they are. Countryball, the Janitors, the Vikings, and the Trojans. This is a pretty heavy metal group here. There is 10 points for the Janitors. Does anybody else score? The answer is no from both the Trojans and Countryball. All the way down at the bottom, though. 4 points for the Vikings. They sneak through to the finale. Not a strong run at all for the Vikings. They only went a distance of 54, but they were able to score, which is ultimately that tiebreaker. That's what you want to do, is score points first of all. The Janitors score 10 easily, but nothing from the Trojans or Countryball. They will fail to advance into the final. I said it was easy, but it didn't look actually that easy on the replay there for the Janitors. They had to work with a couple of ricochets to get those 10 points and advance into the finale. Great job by them, and doing just enough for the Vikings to advance into the final, giving themselves a chance to maybe redeem not a great semifinal run there, but a chance to advance into the final and maybe redeem themselves with a win or a strong showing in the final, as they'll join Lynx, Rufus, Flush, and the Janitors. They are ready to go. Here is the finale of mini golf, and they are off. First one down is going to be the Lynx Rufus. They are up there. Let's see if we get any scoring. We might not get any. Here's an 8 for Flush, and it's going to do it. Flush is going to win. They're the only team to score. They take the gold. And by way of distance, it's a silver for the Lynx Rufus, bronze for the Vikings, and the Janitors, who end up way back at the front of the green, they will finish in 4th. They do not medal after making it into the final, but a strong bounce back for them. Let's have a look at the replay. It was nearly a complete shutout, which we haven't seen at all. This is the first time we've seen 3 fail to score. You can see just a denial there from the flag in the hole of the 2. And let's have a look at a couple of bouncing around and a helpful spin there, a little bit of a twirl from Flush to get into the 8-hole and advance, or I guess not advance, but rather win themselves a gold medal. So Flush really showed themselves to be productive today. They are the winners. Lynx Rufus, the Janitors, and the Vikings all unable to score in the final round, and so they shuffle out based on distance. Here are the results from today's event. 20 points to Flush. Lynx Rufus picks up 17, 15 for the Vikings. The Janitors finish 4th, and the Fury Spiders, off of the tiebreakers there, will finish in 5th, all the way down to the Blue Jackets, who finish in last in today's event. As we have a look at the overall standings, new leader, it is Flush. They pick up their first gold. They become the 4th different winner in 4 events, and they take a 1-point lead over the Vikings, who have not won a gold. They haven't won a silver, but they've won 2 out of the 4 bronzes, so they move into 2nd place with 46 points. And as we are 4 events in, things start to get a little more interesting, and not necessarily clearer as you would expect, but rather a little foggier as we go further into this event. 3rd place goes to the Vikings. Congratulations to them. Congrats to the Lynx Roughest. They pick up a 2nd place victory, and they now have 46 points. But today, everybody aspires to be Flush, not only because they won. We've had 5 very different winners, but ultimately it will come down to this final event, event number 6 of the Quadrilla Marble Run Tournament presented by Hoppe Toys. Hello again, friends. I'm Keanu Bittersiki. Glad to have you here as we will crown a champion today. Our final event of this great promotional series we've had here with Hoppe Toys. Glad to have them on board for what's been a fascinating, very interesting tournament. And if you've been interested in enjoying what you've seen, it's a great chance to tell you that Marble Champions is coming up starting in March. A 16-team season will begin then. But first, there is still unfinished business today. Just the overall standings on the left side of your screen. If you think you know who's going to win, you've got your final chance. If you download the Hoppe Toys Quadrilla app, either from Google Play or the App Store, go ahead and put in who you think is going to win today's event for your chance to win a Quadrilla Marble Run set, courtesy of our friends at Hoppe Toys. There are 4 teams within 10 points of the lead, as you see all of our 16 teams on the left side of your screen in their groupings, A, B, C, and D. You know how it is by now. Brazil with a lead of 7 points over Canada, then Portugal, Argentina, all within 10 points. We will start with Brazil. They're here. The UK, Mexico, and Netherlands, the rest of Group A, right now off to a slow start is Brazil. As we begin our final event, this is the equivalent of marble golf. Very interesting event, and a slow start remains for Brazil. The UK and Mexico leading the group, followed by the Netherlands. They're going to make their way down. Here they go onto the golfing course, and this is a couple of scores for everybody. Here comes Brazil. They're going to need some big points. I don't think it's going to happen. In fact, they're not going to score at all. Oh my goodness. And drama begins the finale. Have a look at the replay here, and as they come down the fairway, trying to make it into one of those holes there. 8 points there for Mexico. There was a 10 for the Netherlands. The UK put up some points as well. There is first the amount of points you're going to score, but the tiebreaker is going to be the distance that you traveled. No points on the board for Brazil. They are done and likely now out already. They're in a lot of trouble, even with a 7-point lead coming in. Here's Group B: China, Spain, Argentina, and Indonesia. Argentina has a chance. They are 10 points behind. They need a big run this week if they want to have a chance to be the champions. Right now, Indonesia leading Argentina, then China. And now China past Argentina. Spain running in last right now. They're making their way down to the fairway. Let's see if we get some scores. We've got 4 for Indonesia. That is an 8 for Argentina, and it looks like the other 2 may not score at all. They will not. Argentina, Indonesia. They will advance. Spain and China finished here for this tournament as they are eliminated. Spain traveled 120 for the distance, but couldn't put any points on the board because they didn't end up in a hole. Ultimately, that's what's going to be your automatic saving grace if you can score like Indonesia did. Didn't travel super far, but Indonesia able to put up 4 points. Just missed it. Did Spain. But it actually propelled them much further, but they needed to score in order to have a chance. They did not. They are going home. And the first semifinal is complete. The Netherlands, Mexico, Argentina, and Indonesia will face off. Argentina, one of the championship contenders. Here's Group C. It's got another one. Portugal. Also Germany, the United States, and Switzerland. Portugal right now running in 3rd place. They are 9 points back the championship leader. Right now, they are in second in this group. Germany third, the U.S. is last, and Switzerland leading the group right now. They're going to get passed, though, by Germany. Here comes the United States. Let's see if we get some scores. There's a couple of fours, and they're going to be our advancers. Switzerland and Portugal will advance with 4 points each. Nothing for Germany, nothing for the United States. In fact, the U.S. traveled just 28. A disappointing run for them. They were way up there, got to about the 100 range, but couldn't put anything in a hole. And so the United States and Germany both eliminated, and Portugal, just like Argentina, creeping closer and closer to Brazil after a bad start, and Brazil eliminated in the first round. They are in trouble. And our final competitor, we got lucky. We got one from each of the groups. That final competitor is going to be Canada. You see, there's the wonderful, what a beautiful logo for the Marble Champions League 2021. As we said, that will begin in March. 16 teams competing in this season. Glad to have that for you a little bit later on, but like we said, still a lot to be determined. India, Canada, Italy, France in this grouping. Canada, they are in second right now, and they are 7 points back of Brazil. Right now, they're the leaders out of this group. Followed by India, then Italy. Now, India's taking the lead. India's the last place team. As we're going to get a couple of scores. Uh-oh, Canada needs it. They're going to get it. Oh, wow. How about that one? Canada, clutch at the end to put up 7. Have a look at the replay. Oh, my goodness. That is as clutch as it gets, exactly when you need it. Couple of ricochets there. Just missed contact with India that likely would have ended their day. And it sinks. 7 points. Canada advances. On the tie, it's Italy that gets through ahead of France. They scored first, so they get the extra point there. And there are your results. 9th through 16th, Brazil gets just 2 points. And they will not be the champions. Almost certainly now. They were up by just 7. They pick up 2, which would put them up 9 points. They are in some trouble. Argentina, Indonesia, the Netherlands, and Mexico. Argentina, our lone competitor here. Out of the championship 4, if you will. One already eliminated. Argentina right now running last. It is Mexico and then the Netherlands. Here comes Argentina. They're going to make a move. There's a score. There's another. Here's another. And everybody scores. The Netherlands puts up 8. They get the win. Argentina gets the tiebreaker. They got into that hole first, and so they advance ahead of Mexico. So a great move by them. Watch how quickly they score here. Almost just a bullet there, rather than the slow roll of Mexico, which cost them. They didn't have a chance, and then you see Indonesia there scoring just 4, but a score from everybody still respectable there. The Netherlands, Argentina, moving on, and that will eliminate Brazil from championship contention. They are done. Portugal, Canada, Italy, Switzerland. And as we make our way out, Canada and Portugal, the 2 championship contenders, right now running 3rd and 4th. Let's see what happens here. Canada needs to pick it up, as does Portugal. They're both struggling early. Italy and Switzerland putting on quite a show so far. Here comes Canada. They're out second. Couple of hard scores. There's 10 for Canada. They're going to the next round, as is Portugal. They put up a 7. No score from Switzerland. Italy gets just 4, and the championship contenders move on to the final. Wow, how about that? Couple of hard bounces. There's the winner for Canada. And watch Portugal at the end. Just hit off the post there of what looked like it was going to be the 4, which actually would have eliminated them because they were the second one down. So now it's the Netherlands and 3 contenders to win this championship. Results 5th through 8th. Mexico, Indonesia, Italy, and then Switzerland. 8, 9, 10, and 11 points respectively. Add that toward their overall scores. Trying to have maybe our first 2-time winner. Portugal could do that. They're the only ones that could do that.
Right now it's the Netherlands, then Argentina, Canada, and Portugal. Going to come down to the scoring here at the end of this one between these contenders. Who's going to take home the championship and be crowned the winner of the Quadrilla Marble Run tournament presented by Hop A Toys. Here we go. This is Argentina. They are in the lead. They're going to try to score as much as they can. They're going to put up 7. That is 4 for the Netherlands, 4 for Mexico, nothing for Canada, and a win for Argentina. They finally get it done. Silver for the Netherlands. That will be their second silver. And a bronze for Portugal. They win a bronze for the first time. They medal in 4 events out of the 6. Pretty impressive from Portugal, but was it enough? As you have a look at the replay here, Canada just rimmed out of the 2. Would have ended up in 4th whether they had scored 2 or just not scored at all like it ended up being. And very far behind, but rolling in for 4 points. There it is, a bronze for Portugal. And so there it is, Argentina is your winner of event number 6 of the Quadrilla Marble Run tournament. Congratulations to them. Here are the results officially. Did you get it right? Well, you only had a chance if you downloaded the Quadrilla app from Hop A Toys for your chance to win from our great friends there at Hop A Toys. And there are the overall standings. It is enough for Argentina to get it done. They are the winners. 75 points. They win it by 4 over Portugal. Canada finishes 3rd. Brazil drops to 4th. And Switzerland pulls out a top 5 finish for this tournament. Argentina, a come-from-behind story, extremely consistent, finishing in the top 5, but never really getting it done. Only 1 medal until this event, where they win gold. Congratulations to Portugal, a bronze for them. And by the way, 4 medals in 6 events, very impressive. Second place to the Netherlands, who medaled for the second time. Didn't have overall the success that I'm sure they were hoping for, but still 2 medals, more than quite a few of the countries can say. But it is gold for Argentina, and now, today, they all aspire to be the team from Argentina, as they are not only event number 6 winners, they are overall champions of the Quadrilla Marble Run tournament presented by Hop A Toys. Thanks again to our great sponsor, Hop A Toys. Make sure you check them out anywhere that you can purchase toys. You can purchase Hop A Toys, as we've had a great partnership with them. It has been an just absolute honor and pleasure to have them with us for this tournament. Until next time, I'm Keanu Bittersiki, and thanks for watching Marble Fubeca.